Check.
It's about to get real exciting. I'm excited. I might be famous after this. You know what I'm saying? I might be famous after this, yo. Word up. Like, yo, you ever feel like you got your viral moment coming? Yo, we going viral tonight. We going viral tonight. Shout out to all my barbers and shout out to all my stylists. We going viral tonight, y'all.
Yep.
We are Beards N Baldheads, your host, Fat Lace. I'm scared to say the name. I'll give you the way they be tripping out here. I got my boy Mod, the guy right here. He here.
What's going on, people? It's been a minute, man. 2 years in a minute. I've been like 2 years. I'm back, man.
He's school to see. We got the real HU in the building. We got Howard in the building.
You know,
we got the Soul Survivor Barry in the building. Yo. Barry, you got the best t-shirt game on the planet. You know that too. Your screen print is something different. Know what else is different? When you're a Gemini. Ooh. And when you're an artist. And when you're an artist and you're a Gemini, it is something different. Some of the best writers ever are Geminis. This is run down. Like they be talking about that man Kendrick, right? Right? They be talking about Kendrick. They talk about Yeezy. I don't care if y'all talk about they gets busy. We got Tupac. They talk to the soul. We got Lionel Richie. Ooh. You hear them talking some names in the back? They say they got Biggie. Biggie's in the building too. We are very prepared for them 2 nights. We got Lisa Left Eye Lopez, rest in peace. We just talking Geminis. We got Andre 3 Stacks. We just talking Geminis. What's the boy from Patterson?
The boy from Patterson.
The boy from Patterson. Jersey. We got Jersey in the building.
Jersey, yes, sir.
The boy right there. What's the boy name?
Come on, Wap. Oh,
Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap. These are Geminis. These are Geminis. These are incredible artists. And if they don't know who's the best Gemini artist that I know in my entire life, that I personally know, that means they don't know Lena Rice. And she is in the building tonight.
Jay, one more thing. On Barry's shirt, he's a Gemini too.
We got Prince is a Gemini?
That's a Gemini too.
We got a lot of Geminis. Is that mic on? See if that mic on, because the camera's on you right now.
It's on.
It's on.
Hear me?
They can hear you. They can see you.
What's up, y'all?
They happy to see you. We happy to have you. One of the dopest Geminis on the planet.
I like that.
You like that?
I like to ring that.
It's what's real.
Yeah.
It's what's real.
I'm a part of a good group.
Yes, you are.
Part of a good group.
You've been getting busy.
Yeah, man. You know they say being busy is a blessing.
It is.
Yes.
On my birthday, you was in L.A.
Yes.
August 11th.
Yes.
I like L.A.
Yes. LA's cool.
L.A. is cool. L.A. is different. L.A. is cool. When people go to L.A., that's what they say. It's cool.
It is cool. I mean, I feel like when people go to LA, of course, you think of weather, women, weed, the 3 W's and stuff like that. And that's, I think, a lot of people get laxed at. But me personally, I can only really do LA like 2 weeks max.
I feel you on that one.
Reason being is because I just think, and this is just my opinion, I don't think there's much culture there. So it's a lot of weird stuff going on. And after a while, I'm like, I gotta get back to where it's at.
They say there's a lot of gang culture out there.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's like LA. All right, so LA is so spread out.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it's a county.
Yes, it's super spread out.
No disrespect. I love all my people from LA. Let's be clear.
But don't you think Issa Rae, that's what she's trying to do with all insecure, trying to show the emerging black culture that's coming? Because that was my thing when I went to LA. I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
You go to the East Coast, Atlanta, D.C., New York, you see black culture, you see black excellence. In LA, the first thing you think is like Hollywood, or like Jason say, the gang culture. Like, you're not gonna really see. I'm not saying it's not out there, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's us out there. Don't get me wrong, or whatever like that. But it's like when you think of us out there, you think of the gang. You see what I'm saying, like that in a negative way or whatever. Like with me, with going to like Atlanta or going to like New York and stuff like that. What I love about going there is because you can dip off and go somewhere on the side or whatever like that on the other, like maybe dip off 20 minutes from there, and you can be in the culture. You can get inspiration, you know what I'm saying, like that. You can go to the like, you know, the corner spots or whatever, the stores, and you can see the people, you know what I'm saying, like that. And then if you want to be to yourself, you can slide off and do that too.
My cousin lives in Atlanta. She said you can go to Target where she is in whatever Peachtree City, and you can see CeeLo Green. I don't know if that's where you met, because I saw you with CeeLo Green right there, one of my favorite artists.
Yeah, that was actually in Atlanta. It's so funny. Yeah, that night, one of my homegirls, she was working. She actually helped put together an event. Actually, he was there as far as T.I., a few other people. It was like a speaking event. And she helped like kind of PR the event. And he was really, really dope, just getting a chance to meet him. I was actually there, you know, I came as a guest, and, you know, I got a chance to speak and stuff like that on the carpet as well. So it was a really dope night.
You have a lot of dope nights. We're going to talk about a lot of your dope nights. We're going to talk how you prepared for a lot of these dope nights. This was a dope night you had in the field because you from Plainfield, New Jersey. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. This was the night we was in the hood at one of our favorite. I think we was at Hugo. Let's be clear. She is from our hood. She is from Plainfield, New Jersey, and is all over the world, all over the country, getting busy.
Yeah.
And know what I love when you get busy? Your hair always looks good. Can we shout out your hairstylist? Because you rocking out tonight,
Thank
too.
you. I appreciate it.
Who did your hair tonight?
Her name is Miss Cookie out in Atlanta.
Shout out to Miss Cookie.
Yeah.
Out
That's
there
my
in Atlanta.
homegirl.
No doubt. No
Yeah.
doubt. Shout out to all the barbers and the stylists out there. It's a lot of us in the A.
It is.
Shout out to homegirl T.
Big up to T, for real.
Shout out to T. Shout out to Bert. Shout out to all y'all out there in the field, out there getting busy in Atlanta.
It's all love when you run into people from your hometown. Obviously. It's all love.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, Bone, when you first, what made you go out to Atlanta for the very first time to pursue your dream?
Oh, well, I had relocated to Atlanta back in 2019. It was just a time for me where I felt like I did everything I needed to do here. That, you know, I all my seeds were watered, you know. I grew here. I grew as much as I can here. I did everything out in the city, and it was just like, as far at the time when it came to writers, all the writers were leaving, and they were either going to Atlanta or LA, majority of LA. And it was just time to go. It was just time to, you know, to open up and start a new chapter in my life. And I just actually spoke on that today, taking risks and the power of walking out on faith. And it was one of the best decisions I ever did.
Stepping out on faith. I saw you had that on your IG earlier.
Yeah.
And I forgot, what was that, TD Jakes?
Yes.
TD Jakes. I saw that earlier. He was like stepping out on faith. It's hard for a lot of people to step out on faith when they got their dreams and want to pursue their dreams. And you're from Plainfield, New Jersey. Now, we've seen people almost make it.
Yeah.
Oh, we seen people making it. Like, first of all, making it is to whatever they feel what making it is.
Exactly.
And we saw people like, yo, some of the best artists. We saw one of the best battle rappers. We seen Sam Scarfo get busy out there. We seen just so many other people. Man, we got DJ Storm and Norman. We got BKS1 Radio. Like, shout out to it, because the way Miss Jones gave finally. You got an established artist out there when they saying like, yo, what he did with Total, no disrespect to Total at all. But you got people who don't want to give some other people their props, and like Plainfield don't get busy. We get busy out there. But you always felt and believed like, yo, Jay, I'm going to do this. Yeah. I've seen you maybe like 10 years ago starting. You was like, yo, this is what I'm doing. Where it's at?
Yeah.
And you would go ahead, go there. And one thing I always believed and trusted in you going to get it.
Yeah. I just always had that mindset that this was something I was going to do. When I was working out here, I would leave my job and hop on the PATH trains to go to the city to hand out business cards or to wait outside SOBs so I can meet the artists I need to talk to. It's so many steps that I learned in that process that I try to inform people about taking. And it's so many risks. I remember it would be times where I would ask, like, you know, some of my friends to go with me. And at the time, you know, I didn't understand because it's like, you know, they didn't want to go or they had other stuff going on. And, you know, I kind of felt the way, but then I had to learn that, you know, not everybody vision isn't mine. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So I would go to these events on the PATH train, coming home 3 o'clock in the morning by myself, getting up to go to work at 8 a.m. You know what I'm saying? And I did it all the time. I would be on Instagram to see who was coming in, who was the next artist, who I need to get close to. You get what I'm saying? And talk to myself, do the elevator talk. How am I going to approach this person? Do I go straight to the artist? It's so many steps that I went to breaking down how to approach people. You'll be surprised.
I would be surprised because I see you next to some of the best. Like, which one is this? Which one is that? That's Lil Baby. That's
my boy.
She just said baby. Like look. I didn't even know what the babies was at first, who was who, until I realized, like, yo, now Lil Baby gets busy.
Yeah.
Right.
And like, hold up. You are like, that look like y'all in the kitchen chilling.
So, let me
down look like we just at the lounge.
Nah.
I ran into him with a hookah.
Nah, I orchestrated that whole thing.
Oh, you get a point for orchestrating.
I orchestrate. That's one thing I love doing. I mean, on top of writing, I love putting plays together. Like, that whole, that wasn't even supposed to happen. It was originally, that session was Meek's session.
Meek Mill?
Mm-hmm. That was Meek. Meek was there.
Hold on, whoa. Can we slow this down?
Yeah, she
Did
just
she just say, hold on. She just said, that was Meek's session.
She just asserted
B. Yo, I know Tamika. B, you know Tamika, right? You know what I'm saying? Maybe Makisha. You know what I'm saying? LaMika. She said Meek session. My fault. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was a Meek session. So how that came about was, I had. Let me just start from where I was at so you can understand who the two people are in there.
Who's everybody in here?
Okay, that's my guy GL and my guy Jerry. They're two dope writers. I found them separately. Well, I don't want to say I found, but I helped them in their career at a time where they was, up and coming.
Because you got Camp Lena featuring. Let's be clear. You got Open Right Night Volume. Well, let's not act like you don't have a camp.
Nah, I did camp.
Okay, so we're gonna get back to it. I just want everybody to know how you do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, G, I met at a writing session in Brooklyn, and Jerry I met online. I was just trying to find writers because, as a female writer, I found it hard because I usually write for men, right? So I am the only girl of 6 brothers, and I relate to men. It's easier for me to write to. Don't get me wrong. I can do the female things too. But the difference with me that stood out is that I write rap for men, right? So I would run into issues where using my voice on reference tracks would sometimes be hard coming across to the other men artists. Mm-hmm. So I had to seek and find other males that can just use their voice to reference my words, right? Mm. So these two guys, that's what it started off as. And then, of course, they had their own music, and then we just started working together. So at the time, Meek was working on a project. And I had some stuff for Meek, and I wanted them to use their voices on. And then they had some, and we worked on together. Around the time, this is right after Nip had passed. Nip and Meek shared the same A&R. My boy Dallas, I'll never forget this. Dallas, I don't really rock with A&R too much in this game, but Dallas is a real one. Dallas had actually. All right, so I ain't gonna tell you how I did all of it, but I got an email and I was able to email Dallas.
Oh, you ain't gonna give everybody juice? You gave everybody juice?
To this day,
you need some more juice to get it up? We got some more juice. We got pizza too. You want some more juice? We got
to this day. I mean, because in this game, you gotta do what you gotta do. You can't wait for people. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You know how many female writers I know? I'm gonna show you the main, most successful female writer I know, and most of us know. B, who that be?
Yeah, Lauren.
Yeah.
No, not Lauren.
That's Missy.
That is Missy.
Missy Elliott.
That is Missy.
Right.
Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. That is the main writer that we all know. And she is the most successful.
Yes.
She's in Writers Hall of Fame. I don't know that many. I'm proud to know you.
Yes.
So I'm like, I know Missy in my mind.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We grew up in VA together in the summertime.
Yeah.
And I know you.
She
Yes.
local too.
Yeah.
Yo, she been around the way.
Mhm.
I
met
seen that
Missy
Woodbridge Mall.
out here in Plainfield, get her nails done.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, real
Yeah.
talk. Real
Yeah.
talk. We not playing with y'all.
Mhm.
So I know her in my mind, and I know you in real life. So you're not gonna say the secret? Are you?
Well, what I can say is that you just have to stay hungry. You get what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. You can't wait on people. And I was heavy on that because in this game, people can, they can drag their feet. They can take their time and stuff like that on doing things, especially being a female. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll feel they'll get with you when they can. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of person, I hate waiting on people. Like, my patience is like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You hop on the scooty bike? Did you
Huh?
need a scooty bike?
Nah.
Because I saw you with the scooty bike, dude. You ain't need a scooty bike? We get back to that. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm just messing with you. Go ahead.
Nah, so what happened was I had reached out to somebody that knew Meek people, and this was my man. You know what I'm saying, like that, and he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna take care of you," or whatever, like that. He sent over information or whatever, like that, and say, "Yo, look, this is what happened. This is the text that they sent me. This is the email they said that to send it to and stuff like that, and I'm gonna take care of that for you." And I found myself reaching out to him like every other day, like, yo, did you send that? Did you send that? And he's like, yeah, oh, my bad, I forgot, da-da-da. So I'm like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is my man, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to, step on his foot because he's going to handle him for me.
How many brothers you got?
6. So
Let's talk about it. Let's talk
So I
about it.
was
She
like,
had a
you
lot of
know-
fights at home. She is not scared. B knows. B got sisters
Talk
who
to
got
her.
hands.
So I was like, you know what? I took it upon myself to actually reach out to the email that I seen. And I told him, eventually I told him. And when I did, and I sent the music, I got a response. You know what I'm saying? Right then and there. I was just like, oh my God. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Dallas was like, well, when could you come to LA? And at the time I was up here. I was like, I said, I'm not sure. I'm going to let you know. He was like, well, actually, I'm coming up to New York. He was like, so we can meet then. So I'm like, oh my God. Yes. Okay, let's do that. So around that time, Nip gets killed. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. So everything kind of like took a back seat because that was his artist, they had to go through all of that and, the funeral and all that stuff like that.
That was Nick was his artist.
Yeah, Dallas.
Before we get there, let me slow you down just a little bit. Because you just named some major artists. When I mean she just said Meek. She said Nip.
Yep.
Who else we just said?
Lil Baby.
Lil Baby.
Yeah.
The people over there. When you first got there, I saw you with Polo the Don and them. I was like, oh, she's getting busy with, you know what I'm saying, Polo the Don and all them. I was
came up with them.
Can't.
Yeah.
Did she just say I came up with?
Styling.
Yo, she's not like I came up with them.
Easy.
Like, yo, I came up with them.
Easy.
I played baseball with him.
Easy.
We were teaching together. Like, yo, that's what I came up with. I came up with Polo the Don.
That's my guy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Him and Ray Daniels. Shout out Ray Daniels.
This is different. This is different. And before you even had to get there, you said one person, the person who understood you. This person understood you.
Oh, yeah.
This person
That's-
understood you.
Yeah, that's my great grandmother. She just passed this January.
Rest in peace.
Condolences.
Yeah, thank you.
She understood you.
Yeah.
What spirit did she put in you to make you feel like, yo, my great grandbaby is gonna get it?
Well, my great grandmother, she ain't play no games, so
You're not playing no games out here. Obviously, you see who you was with.
yeah, she don't play no games. So she was very stern. Like she was one of the first people in the family to, have her own house and stuff like that. So she ain't play no games. She type person. If you come to her house and you don't say nothing, she telling you to go sit outside. So and she was heavy on like doing your thing as a woman, and you know what I'm saying. Her husband passed. So, she had to, make sure her handle her handle. So, in a way,
Grandma's hands.
I never even thought about it because until now, how much I take from her. Because now that I think about it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my grandmother raised me, but this is my great grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So, man, yeah, she didn't play no games, man. She did her thing.
You not playing no games out here. You not playing no games out here.
All right, but let me finish telling you the story real quick.
Keep going.
So look, right. So I finally get in touch with Dallas, and Dallas comes up to the city, right? Dallas is in New York. He's in the Atlantic office in New York. So he invites us up, right? And I invite the two guys.
Where we at? Where we at? We got invited up because I feel like we got flued up.
Say that. No, we're still in the Meek situation. I'm about to just tell you how I got in the door real quick. So I invite the two guys up, right?
Now, two guys.
Yes, the two in the picture, right? The other two writers.
The other songwriters.
Yes, I invite. I'm like, look, y'all gotta hop on.
Cause she got a camp,
train,
y'all.
Bus, whatever.
She got a camp.
You know what I'm
Lena.
saying? So I'm like, y'all need to come up here because we got a situation, right? At this time, we had no idea we was gonna have a session. This was just a meeting. You know what I'm saying? So when we get in the meeting, we sit down with Dallas. My first time meeting him. First thing he said is, "How did you get my email?" He was like, "That's the first I had to run by him when I just ran by y'all. Like, look, man, I had to do what I had to do." He was like, "Nah, fuck with that. I respect that, yo, because a lot of people don't do that. You know what I'm saying? How fuck how you coming?" So I'm like, "All right, cool." So we play the joints and stuff like that. He fucking with everything we playing. He just like, man, this is crazy. In the midst of us playing the songs, he's over in his phone just texting. He stops the songs and like, yo, what y'all doing tonight? I'm like, no, we got no plans. We just chilling right now. It was the word. Like, he like, all right. He like, yo, Meek said come by at 10. I said, what? Like, mind you, like, we had no idea. Like, this was just going to play records. He like, yeah, Meek at the set. He got the studio tonight. Y'all can come by by 10. This is New York. This is in New York, right? So I'm like, oh my God. So we wait around. We go to Harlem. We wait. I think it was around like 3 o'clock. We just go bullshit
in the morning.
No, like in the afternoon.
Okay.
So we just bullshit time. When we finally get there, it almost went left because Dallas had ended up somewhere else, and he stopped answering his phone. Right, so I'm like,
so you losing hope.
Oh my gosh,
they
like,
flaking on you.
Yes, almost lost hope. This is what I'm talking about. It's just so much, like it's a process, man. I could have went home. Because he wasn't answering the phone or anything. My mans and them, they was over there at the store. They was just like, man,
some hoochies out in Harlem. They wasn't mad. They was 3 o'clock? 3 o'clock in Harlem?
No,
they was like,
yo. Around 10 when we was at the place.
They still out there.
We come.
They still out there.
We get there, and I noticed that all the black trucks and everything was outside in the front. So I knew that they were there. Okay. But they didn't know me. They knew Dallas, right? I was invited through somebody else. So son just told me like, yo, go ring the doorbell and let them know. So I rung the doorbell and I explained to them the situation that we were invited. And he was like, all right, well, let me go talk to somebody. And he was like, Meek, and it was like, come up. When we came up, it was amazing. As we were there, Cardi and Offset were supposed to come by, right? So, but they didn't. In exchange for that, Baby showed up. Right, this was right before Khaled dropped his last album, right? One of the collab albums, the last one.
Right.
Yeah. So this was around that time because the next day, Baby and Meek and them had a performance on one of them live shows, Jimmy Kimmel, something like that. So as Baby came in, Meek was like, "Yo, this is Lean. Get her number. She's fire," or whatever like that. Baby was actually the first person that known that I was moving down to Atlanta. So it's interesting just how stuff just happens or whatever like that.
Did y'all maintain a relationship?
Yeah, we did. Yes.
It's like synchronicity kind of thing.
The work.
The first camp that I threw in Atlanta was with his artist.
The what?
The first writing camp that I threw.
Yo, how do you get a writing camp? First of all, how do you start writing? Because you got most people, like when we see this right here, you was on that mic. You was on the mic. You in the field right here. You on that mic. You getting busy. Obviously, you can sing. A little.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not about to say Busta sing.
No, I'm good. Yeah,
but you know, you can sing.
Yeah.
So now it's like, all right, you can sing. And now you're like, yo, but I don't want to be. Because Missy, she started out saying, I ain't want to be the star.
Yeah.
So some point you came and said, I don't want to be a star. I just love this writing part, this creative process with just writing and creating these songs.
Yeah.
But now you got to get it out to people.
Yeah.
How did this start?
Well, most writers start off as artists. When I first started writing, I did have the singing thing in me. I wanted to do that or whatever like that. And then as you go on, you know, depending if you want to continue that route, you have the option of being in the background, just playing the background. You get what I'm saying, like that? And I think that's what excites a lot of writers is because, like, you know, they don't have to be in the limelight. They don't have to be, you know, all of that. And they can still get paid doing their thing. Right? And it just feels good knowing that your words are on somebody that you look up to or one of your favorite artists. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I started writing actually a homeboy of mine. I'm gonna even shout him out because I don't even think people really know this story. My boy Raquel Franklin. We went to school together. You know Raquel?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So a lot of people know this story. Raquel would rap, right? And we used to work at Home Depot together. And one day he asked me to come over, and he was like, "Yo, I want you to write a hook for me," right? And at first I'm like, I don't know, whatever like that. You know, I was liking the singing stuff, but I wasn't really sure I was writing like that. So I actually did it, and I did it really fast and it was really good. Like my first time, I was just like, oh my God. And he was just like, yo, like, you know, this is really, really dope. That was my first time where I was like,
go?
I mean, I can't even remember.
Oh, that's how much he write.
I can't even remember. He probably remember. He probably still have it. But that was my first introduction to the pen. After that, when I was still working at Home Depot, I used to sit and write on receipt paper. I would actually ask to be working outside in gardens so I can get alone time, so I can write on these receipt papers and do my melodies and singing them to my voice notes so I can remember and go back home and find a beat to hope it makes sense or hope it go to this melody. Yeah. So yeah, it was a process.
You know what's crazy though, when you listen to some of the best artists, Lil Baby himself. Yeah. They all started the same way, like they just picked up the hobby. You know what I mean? Yeah. Cardi said the same thing. Some of the best rappers say that it just was one day that they just tried it out and figured they like it. It wasn't like they was something that they was already into. Yeah,
because I always loved music. Like I'm a music head, you know what I'm saying? And I used to be times where I would ride in the car on the way to because all my family's from New York, and we would go over to my great grandmother's house and stuff like that, and I would listen to the radio, and I always pictured myself rewriting songs. So I was sampling records, not even knowing back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, if they would have came like this, or if they would have did this, that would have been dope. And I was doing this when I was like probably like 10, 11 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So I always had a love for music. Yeah.
But then at one point you worked at a radio station.
I did.
BLS.
I was at BLS.
How was that experience?
BLS was the first and the program selector Brown. Let me make sure Brown. He was the first one to actually play one of my songs, right? And that's what actually.
What song was this? Talk about it.
If I'm not mistaken, what song was that? Oh my God, you bringing me back. It must have been Guard Up. I believe it was Guard Up, but
Guard Up. What artist was this?
No, this was like just me.
So this was just you. Like
this was like just me.
This is not time to be humble. You have your songs on WBLS 107.5. Do you know who used to get busy over at BLS? Oh, you hear that? Shout out to Soup, because I ain't shout out Soup yet. I ain't shout out Soup yet.
Y'all know Skip Diller and all.
Yo, if we talking about BLS,
Skip Diller, that's my man.
We cannot shout out Soup on the other side. She is in the building, making sure, apologize everybody Cynthia with the double shot. Be patient with us. Yeah. Soup is in the building, and she could tell y'all about that BLS. And you say your first song was you on BLS?
Yeah, it was just one of the songs I wrote. And
wait, hold up, man. Yo, I done wrote raps. My raps ain't making it to no BLS. Barry. My raps ain't making it to no BLS. I done scored touchdowns. I ain't making it to no ESPN.
Nah, that's you.
And now she gonna make it to BLS.
That's you.
From the field. Talk about it, Lita. Come on, baby. You made it to BLS. This is a magical moment.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
She's a manifester. That's
you know, it's so crazy because I was actually supposed to be at Hot 97 before I went to BLS. It's just crazy how things happen and where your path leads you up to. You get what I'm saying?
And you're on BKS1 radio right now. Let's be clear.
What's up?
Let's be clear. She is in the building tonight.
Wrap that up.
Yo, my cousin will never forget me. So my cousin is Shawnee Culture at Hot 97, right?
Oh, hold on. Did she just... She just say drop. Yo, hold up. She went from...
Y'all know Shawnee?
Oh, do we know Shawnee? Yeah. No, we wasn't invited to the cookout. We wasn't there. You was there. We heard him while we was driving to the cookout when we was going to the cookout. She said Shawnee... What?
Shawnee to this day...
Are you West Indian?
Yes.
What are you?
Yes, on my father's side. They're from Montego Bay.
From Montego... Hold on. Yo, did she didn't even say Jamaica?
Right.
She didn't even say Jamaica. Yo, this is how you know when you a Gemini and you're Jamaican.
I like what you did there.
When you're a Gemini and Jamaican, and it said the family's from where?
Montego Bay.
No, but the other part of the family. Y'all driving to where? Y'all driving to Brooklyn a lot, right?
Well, my father's from Queens.
From Queens, but we talking about the Brooklyn side. They was going to Brooklyn too. But shout out to Queens.
Yeah.
Queens is cool.
Queens?
Yeah.
There we go. Bring it home, Mike. Bring it home.
Yeah.
All the Jamaicans. We was there, but we wasn't there. We didn't get an invite. Can we get? Y'all had the best curry chicken or jerk? What y'all had?
Honestly, I'm not really too in tune with my Jamaican side. I'm gonna be so.
It's in tune with you.
Like with you.
It's in tune with you.
I really, and this is gonna sound crazy. There's no disrespect, but I don't really listen to the music like that. I can't get into it.
It's in you. It's a feel. It's in the spices.
Now that last that was hard, but that's Nigerian. But
it's in the spices. It's in you. Trust me. It's in the Gemini and it's in the Jamaica.
Yeah,
it is in you. That's why I asked you that question.
Yeah, it was so funny that you asked that.
That's why I asked that question. It's in you.
Yeah.
Trust me. It's in the curry. It's in the jerk. Trust me. B got some good jerk turkey. You know what I'm saying? If anybody needs some.
Jerk turkey.
B got the jerk turkey.
You start writing songs or rap first?
Yeah, I'm still writing songs. I'm doing both.
You're doing both.
I'm doing both right now. Yep.
What's your favorite part of the process? Is it the hook, writing hooks?
So the hook is the most
right for the pitch, right?
Yeah, everybody wants the hook.
Right.
You get what I'm saying like that?
I'm assuming that.
Yeah, they'll bring you in for the hook for top lines, like yo, we need a top line for this or whatever like that.
The top lines.
That's the hook.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another word. Yeah, they use.
You get a point for top lines. We get points for the fancy word.
Because, it repeats throughout the record and stuff like that. It's the catchy part and stuff like that. So usually when I'm writing, it depends. I used to start with the hook. It depends how the beat is structured. But now how I write, I go in the booth first and I just lay melodies. So I used to write home and on my phone and then come in. And I have them send me the beat, and then I write to the beat, and then I just go and do my thing. But I stopped doing that. I started doing everything on the spot because I just don't know how I'm gonna feel until I get into the booth, and I want everything to be natural. You get what I'm saying, like that. So
she said one take hold.
Yeah.
Did she say one take hold?
No,
yeah.
She said I don't need the reels.
Not all times.
She said I don't need the reels. Y'all, she said I don't need the reels. You don't gotta hit me with the MP3s. No MP3s.
No, I'm saying because you just don't. If I'm starting with melodies, I just don't know what's going to come out. You don't know what's going to come out when you're in there. You get in, and then you can take as many takes as you want, and then I just kind of just pull out the best sounding ones and just put it together. You know what I'm saying, like that. And then how I also write is that when I'm humming and I'm doing my melodies, they sound like words. So a lot of people I write with, they be like, yo, this already sounds done. And that's because I do it that way. You know what I'm saying, like that. I don't like taking too long on a record if I don't have to. But it is times that I will take a day or two.
And it's nothing wrong with that. I was just watching.
Yes.
I was just watching Guru on Math High for sure, in my expert opinion.
Yeah,
and he was talking about everybody's impressed with the one take, right? And Guru said it's nothing wrong with taking your time.
Oh no.
It's all about the finished product. It's like who cares how long someone took?
Yeah.
Now it's very impressive.
Yeah.
That the way that he does it and you can only do one take. That's rare artists. That's rare artists.
Yeah, nowadays, I feel like even in these writing camps, it's like they're almost scaring these writers to if you're not writing this fast, if you're not doing this in 30 minutes, you're not good with what you do, right? And that's not what it is.
Why did you make yours?
Listen, you go out to LA, my homegirl, one of the biggest writers out there, Cadence, I literally was up there with her. She's like, yo, we're taking a day or two just on the writing, and then another day on just on production. And these are coming out big records. You know what I'm saying, like that?
You just said the word we.
We.
Right.
We. Not I.
We.
Because it's we forget that it's a team.
Oh yeah.
Effort.
Oh yeah. Definitely. I mean, don't get me wrong, I started off as writing by myself, but I embrace writing with creatives and other writers and stuff like that. Because you just never know what you're gonna pick up. You know what I'm saying? It was a time when, like I said, I used to write just on my phone and just go in there. I didn't start writing melody first until I started working with other writers. So you just never know what you can learn, what you can grasp from other writers. So I embrace it. I love it.
I mean, that's how TV shows are made.
Yeah, man. Let's share this bag. Let's get this bag together. Like, I ain't know, you know what I'm saying?
Like, just a single person, bro.
Heck no.
It's always
you gotta play. What's up? I gotta play. What's up?
Right.
Like, that's just how I am. Like, now a lot I'm doing pitch and plays. I'm doing nothing but linking and doing plays and putting people together. I got stuff that happened in the background that people won't even know that I put together. You get what I'm saying? Like that. Like, that's what I'm doing. Huh? Go ahead, do that.
You want to give us one? You want to give us one? You want to give us one that we don't know about?
What you mean?
Like you pitching plays. We don't know all the plays that you pitching. Like, you know, like some people out here striking out trying to get in the game. You really in the game. Look, you next to Scooty Bikes right here. Yo, he is one of the most entertaining. But yo, real talk, one of the dopest artists. Like, he has
that
hits.
was that Spice listening party.
You next to him.
That's ill.
You next to some of my favorite artists. You're like, look, all these artists that you're next to, they are respected. You are in these buildings. You are in like these camps. You have writing camps.
Yeah.
And you are pitching plays. It's a lot of stuff that goes on behind closed doors that we do not know about.
The thing.
And the thing is, you got behind those closed doors.
Yeah, man.
And I respect that so highly of you because I'm like, yo, it's so easy to give up. She has how many brothers?
6.
6 brothers. That's one of them right there. Shout out to your brother.
Yeah.
Right there. Like, it is hard to have that patience.
Yeah.
To have that strength to be like, yo, I ain't be for none of this.
Yeah.
I'ma get it.
You just gotta have endurance,
I seen you work, and I'm like, nah, like, yo, she is
endurance.
not beat for none of this right here. She is going to get it. You're getting it.
Yeah, you gotta understand.
And her bundles is dope. look at that. Shout out to your stylist one more time, please.
You just gotta understand your purpose. Everybody on life has a purpose. You get what I'm saying? Like that. And you know, if it was meant to be easy, then you know I probably wouldn't learn the lessons that I've learned, and you know, going down this route and being able to teach other people. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I encourage. You know it. I used to teach. I was subbing.
We was there.
You know what I'm saying? And the one thing I loved about it was being able to tell my stories to these kids. You get what I'm saying? Like that. So, like I said, man, it's just about fulfilling your purpose and understanding that, you know, it's our job to fulfill God's plan in our life.
Talk about it.
You get what I'm saying? It's important that we do that. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's a lot of people that's miserable. You know what I'm saying? Every day that wake up and can't stand what they do. And they pass it down to their kids. You get what I'm saying? Like that. So I'm big on doing what I want to do. Doing what's, you know what I'm saying, sometimes to the others that may seem impossible at the time. You know what I'm saying? And just staying consistent. People don't understand. Just you staying consistent with whatever it is can get you so far.
Let them know.
So far.
Let them know.
You get what I'm saying?
Let them know.
Like, it's power.
Let them know.
Like that's what people don't understand. I always used to tell people, like, it's power in playing your part. Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, yes.
And playing your part. And that can be even like the water boy. You know what I'm saying? You be the baddest motherfucking water boy out there. You know what I'm saying? Most high paid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you an NFL water boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's so much power in playing your part and just understanding that with staying the course.
Tommy Tidwell said, consistency is everything. Shout out to Tommy. Shout out to everybody on the chat. Shout out to everybody who sees this. If you on Facebook, if you on YouTube Live, if y'all get the link, make sure y'all share this because there's some gems that's in this right here. So plenty of gems, man. And I've seen her work.
Yeah, man.
And a lot of work I didn't see. Talk about it, Ma. What you saying?
Question for you.
Yeah.
Just listen to what you're saying in regards to songwriting. And when Jason said, you know, pitch and play, as you write, I'm assuming you're writing for different generations. Different generations, we consume music differently. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like the kids, it's like you said, my melodies, they want to hear a vibe. You understand? So
I like this question.
They want to hear a vibe. They want to receive it. They're really not listening to what the lyrics and what they're saying. People love at our age, we walk vibe, but we might want to hear, you know what I'm saying, what the joke is saying.
It's power in being relevant. And you know what a lot of people don't understand my age and higher is that they'll get in this game like, oh man, I ain't trying to do what them young kids doing, whatever like that. I ain't fucking with it, right? And they losing out, they missing out. One of the main reasons I even started working in the school is so I can keep my ear to the streets and to the new slang. I have to. The youth is everything.
That's a fact.
You get what I'm saying? The day you stop learning is the day you stop living. There's no way in the world I could not keep up with what I'm doing and pitching, you know what I'm saying, out these records without staying in the know. You get what I'm saying?
They're the biggest consumers across the board.
Exactly.
Period.
So if you over here want to be in music and you saying like, oh, I don't rock with this sound, well then you don't want to make no money.
What you doing?
You don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Because it's impossible. It's impossible.
And they don't understand. Like, at the end of the day, I love what Jay-Z's doing. The fact he's 52 years old, still rapping.
Mm-hmm.
There's no age of rap, but at the end of the day, this is just my opinion. Hip-hop is still a youthful thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's like, they're the engine. Even if we don't understand it, be like, it's mumble rap. You know, that's their variation, their interpretation.
Yeah.
That's their interpretation of how they experience the music.
Yeah.
But, like, they're keeping it going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you always need a youth in everything. You need the new energy to keep anything alive. You know what I'm saying?
That's why Drake is Drake.
Yeah.
Think about it, right? Drake is always co-signing what's hot. You get what I'm saying? The next Ice Spice. He's gonna put you know what he's not gonna do? He's not even gonna just shout them out. He'll hop on a track with them. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
He'll go on and mimic their style. You get what I'm saying, like that? And that's why Drake is where he is and where he's gonna continue to be.
How you felt about when Drake hopped on that Jersey style, like that Jersey club music?
It was a business thing. You get what I'm saying? It was a business move, and I understood exactly what he was doing. I low-key was like, yo, he hurry up and drop that shit before B was coming out, because I'm pretty sure he already knew that shit was coming. It was like, yo, let me put this shit out before hers or whatever like that. But, you know what it is was that part of the world or the industry wasn't really tapped into. So he's like, you know what? Let me tap into that real quick. You feel me? I know everybody was expecting him to drop the regular Drake with the bars and all of this stuff for the captions and stuff like that. But it's business first in this music industry. You get what I'm saying? Like that. And once you understand that, then you understand everything. Follow the money. You get what I'm saying?
How do you stay so focused where it's vultures out here? It's vultures out here who just they see you. She's a beautiful woman. I want to get at her, and she has talent. And your talent makes you even more beautiful. Like and then now they like, I can take advantage of her because I got this money and she don't have this money yet. But she has this talent. But it's guys who lose their focus from women. It's women who lose their focus from men.
True.
How do you stay focused on the business and on the money?
Well, with me in that aspect of the world and the game, fortunately, I never had that issue. I have 6 brothers. I know how to carry myself around men. You know what I'm saying, like that, and I thank God for that, right? But there are women in this game that I always tell to don't even open that door a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Because once you crack that door just a little bit, all respect is gone. You get what I'm saying? I've been in sessions where, like, it's already hard being a woman in the industry. Imagine being a black woman in it. So I've been in sessions where I put together personally, and I have people, men, that would come in and walk past me, introduce and say hey to everybody else in the room, and just assume I'm the girlfriend. You get what I'm saying, like that? So it's very important in this industry as women to stay business first. Everything.
Advice for if you're in a relationship and you have a man, woman, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But you're in a relationship and your partner, how do they stay secure? Because it's men out here like, yo, you are next to you. Yo, you next to Lil Baby. You next to CeeLo. You next to Ray J. And Ray J got Scooty Bites. What else he had? Ray J is an artist. But Ray J is the most entertaining.
He is.
He's the most entertaining. What else? Yo, B, you remember this other stuff he had?
Raycon.
Yeah, Raycon.
Raycon.
Yo, you next to all these people, and they like, yo. You like, baby, I got to work. I got to do this. what advice would you give to like another young woman out there who wants to get busy and they like, but they got issues with their man
At
or
home.
whatever? Yeah, back home. There you go. Because you got to go home.
Yeah, you got to go home. You got to make sure home is straight.
You got to go home.
For me personally, I didn't have an issue in that department. The guy I was with, it's a complicated situation, but he knew what it was.
No
you know what I'm saying? Like that. But to make him even more comfortable, I would invite him to sessions. Come along. You know what I'm saying? Tag along. You know what I'm saying? Like that, be there. Come to the shows and stuff like that. I have, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you have nothing to hide.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no doubt.
And then be telling him when you want to go. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, I never had those issues and stuff like that. But people do run into them. You get what I'm saying? Like,
and I will see y'all. And I used to salute when I see y'all out. And I was like, yo, that's dope.
Yeah.
Cause and I never felt that vibe every time I would see y'all at, and I don't know what that, I'm like, that's all that. But at that time, I'm like, yo, it's dope.
That's because your partner has to know your seriousness about something. You get what I'm saying? Like that. This is business. This is all it is. You get what I'm saying? Like that. And this is what I'm taking care of or whatever. Does it make things easier? You know, maybe if your partner is in the same business as you, can be, cannot. You know what I'm saying? So it really depends on the communication in the relationship. You get what I'm saying? Like that. And then, you know, honestly, young girls coming up, I advise my students all the time, wait. Don't jump into anything right now. Because, you know what I'm saying, nowadays where we come from a small town, people jump into these serious-ass relationships, and then, you know, you got kids and stuff involved, and then now there's an excuse why you can't do this. People are emotional. Life comes very fast at you. You get what I'm saying? Like that. So I used to tell my kids all the time, slow down. Slow down, because y'all together right now, but things change.
Sue told me that this afternoon, this evening. She said, "Yo, you better slow down, young blood."
Things change.
But life can deter you from the way you want to take your life, take your path.
Yeah.
And you like, yo, man, from relationship, broken hearts.
That's the number one reason why people don't follow their dreams. Because
of relationships. They worried about somebody else.
Of course.
And usually those relationships are probably like a distraction from their real purpose.
Yeah.
Because they probably, you know how you said, I peeped earlier, you was like, yo, I always choose to do what I want.
Yeah.
If you doing what you want, I don't think you would necessarily be in a situation where you be like, well, you know, I'm obligated. You know what I mean?
There was times in my life, in the relationship that I had, that I felt I should have left earlier, but I didn't because of that relationship. You get what I'm saying? Like that. And, you know, and this is why I go and I say, like, man, yo, if y'all can, just rock out. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Date. Have fun. You know what I'm saying? I always tell my kids, too, like, as far as, like, when it comes into just business mind and doing something that you love doing, at a certain age, you should not be saying no to anything, right? You should be up for everything. So if you get opportunity to move to China for a year, do it. You get what I'm saying? If you get an opportunity to do an internship that maybe you're not sure if you want to do it, you should not be saying no to nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like that, because you just never know.
What is the problem with the comfortability? Because we were talking about, like I just mentioned earlier, when you were saying TD Jakes, and the whole thing was being too comfortable.
Yeah.
Being too comfortable in your situation. Like, yo, we from here. Everybody is comfortable from their hood. I don't care where you're from. You might be more comfortable on your block, in your home, in your bedroom. You're scared to leave that situation.
Yeah.
But what is the power of leaving?
Comfort kills, man.
Talk about
and there's so much power in finally understanding your purpose and actually taking action on it. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, like, it used to be this quote that I used to look at and read before I actually left. It stated something about, like, blossom where you're from, right? Like, bloom, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm like this way, and to me, how I took it was, you get me on. And to me, how I took it was, it wasn't my time to leave Plainfield yet, because did I do everything I needed to do here, right? So you have to sometimes bloom bloom where you blossom. I forgot how the quote went. I gotta find it. But okay. Yeah. So once I felt like I did everything I can do here. Sometimes, and this goes back to the comfort thing. Sometimes people feel like because you can leave too fast. That's people don't understand. Sometimes the reason that you're still where you are in life or still in the surroundings you are is because you didn't take advantage of everything that was at your reach where you were at. Right? So we want to hurry up and get out of somewhere. We want to leave, or whatever like that. This ain't for me. But you haven't done everything there yet. Yeah, because you can leave somewhere and go to the next place and still have problems. The same issues, right? So sometimes God will keep you where you at so you can realize that you have to blossom there. You have to bloom there. He ain't going to move you until it's time for you to go elsewhere and for you to do better there, right? So even though, like I just said, it was times where, damn, I felt like I needed to leave earlier, but I didn't. Now that I'm thinking about it, it wasn't my time to leave yet, right? You think, oh, I'm younger. I should have left when I'm younger. But sometimes you got to go through those growing pains. I got to make these mistakes. I got to meet these certain people before I go out to Atlanta and then go through the same place, same thing there, and not know nobody. You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
So, yes, comfort, it can kill. But also use the advantages where you are. There's so much stuff that people can do out in Plainfield. The train is right here. You can get on a train. You go to New York. I didn't do a lot of stuff here. I did a lot of stuff in New York.
Talk about
you get what I'm saying like that? I got it out the mud there. But a lot of people not doing that. You'd be surprised. There's not a lot of people from here that actually been to New York. You get what I'm saying? You'd be surprised.
Sorry for them.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
get out.
It's a settling mind state.
It's people in New York who don't go to New York.
But I think you hit it on the nail.
Real talk.
You got like a lot of wisdom, and it's like I think that's the key to have it. A lot of people like it go back to like attention. So what's your intention? It's like you said, when you move too early, you're probably running away from something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like you said, when you sit down and you blossom, you trying to, you know what I'm saying? You trying to gather everything you can.
Yeah.
Because God wants you, you know, your purpose.
Yes.
Most time people, if they stay too long, get comfort, or if they run too early, they're trying to run, you know, they're avoiding something in their life. You know what I mean? Like Jason said, you get too comfortable because you don't want to take a risk and jump out. But if you like, yo, I got to leave, I'm just on a jump and go down to Florida with no plan.
Yes.
Then you run it, you know what I mean?
Key point what you just said, my plan. And that's the word we didn't say. We didn't talk about playing.
Well, some people don't plan because when you're young and you're free, you really can go without a plan.
You can.
Right.
Usually you can go with a plan when you have responsibilities.
Yes.
So you have responsibilities. Now you have to have a plan.
That's
you
what
can't drag kids down somewhere and you don't know what the hell you're getting ready to do.
Well, when you're by yourself, you know what I'm saying? That's why they say walk by faith and not by sight. When I went down to Atlanta, I had no idea. Like, you know, I knew I had family there. I had a couple sessions there, but I didn't know I was going to be linking up with Polo and Ray. That was not on the agenda. I didn't have that on my schedule. Like, oh, shit, Monday I'm going to meet with them. It just happened. You know what I'm saying? Like it was certain shit. It's so crazy how, like, things line up. Like, all right, so for those that don't know, Mulatto now, Mulatto. So I used to work Mulatto. This is when she was Mulatto, right? And Mulatto and her father and her family is the ones that introduced me to Polo. They actually got me my first admin deal, right? Mulatto and her father. Yeah, with Stream Cut. I used to be signed to Stream Cut in 2017. 2017, I went down there and I couch surfed. You know what I'm saying? My aunt crib and stuff like that, just to see what was going on, checking the temperature in Atlanta. And how I met Lotto, I mean, like I said, stuff just be adding up. I used to assistant manage Arsenal, right? Do you remember that?
Battle rapper.
Yes.
Talk about it.
Yes.
Arsenal is a legend.
Yeah.
Like when we talking about battle rappers.
Yes.
We talking about one of the best ever. We are talking about Arsenal, Brick City's own, Jersey's own. We talking about Arsenal. Yes, man. Yo, come on, yo. Listen.
Yeah.
Arsenal, one of the most disrespectful, creative battle rappers.
It's my guy.
In the game ever, a legend.
Yeah.
You did what?
So I used to assistant manage him. Let me just tell you how one thing leads to another. When I would assistant manage him down in Texas, you know, they have South by Southwest. So I would book all his shows out there, right? Me and his manager X, right? It's my man's, right? We would go out there, and one night we was there and we ran into Mulatto. This is when she was on the TV show, right? So when we ran into
pre-joint, like, yeah.
When we ran into them, I got acquainted with them and her father, and I just stayed in touch, right? Because I told him, I'm like, yo, one day I'm moving to Atlanta. I'm telling you right now, and I'm come down there and we're gonna link.
What year was this?
When I met them, I think it was 2000, either 17 or 18.
Okay.
Right? And I moved out in 2000. No. It had to be maybe, because I met Lotto. Okay, no, I'm lying. So I met Lotto maybe 2016, because I came out there.
You ain't lying. You just off a little bit. You got some good stuff in your cup.
Because I couch searched
you got
in
good
Atlanta.
Stuff in your cup. That's all.
Yeah, I couch searched in Atlanta in 2017, and that's when I got my admin deal. Right? So I just stayed on top of him. Like, people don't understand. That's another thing. Staying on top of folks. It's not annoying. I used to think it was annoying, right? Because I'm like reaching out to people all the time. But do that shit because it helps and it works, right? I will annoy the fuck out of you if I want something. That's why I fuck with Diddy. I will call your phone every fucking day until you tell me yes. I don't want to hear no. How are we gonna do this shit? So I stayed on his ass, stayed on top of him, right? And then I just came, and then I went out there in 2017, and then we worked, and they introduced me to and then I ended up finally officially moving in 2019. So yeah, man, it's just like, now I'm thinking about it, just one thing leads to another, but it's the power in the follow-up. The follow-ups are everything, man.
The follow-up.
Don't ever
everybody
feel like it's
watch
too much.
it. Yo, I want everybody who's paying attention. Y'all better be passing this on, like, for real.
Power in the follow-up.
What?
That's a hashtag right there, bro.
If you ever sell anything, that's what they tell you.
Y'all are styling if y'all not paying attention to what's going on. We got True Lies in the building. The flies guy. True Lies. I need you to sit over there, True Lies. I need you to sit over there.
True Lies, what up,
it's
my
in
boy?
The building. My brother's in the building. It's a power in the follow. So we got any more mics? I don't even know if we got mics. If we ain't got mics, the True Lies got to come over here. Can we? Yo, it's a mic right there. You know it's one of my favorite MCs on the planet Earth, right?
Yeah, it's my guy right here.
I already know.
Yeah.
True Lies, you got back up. You got back up. We got back up. I got to get the whole fit. Yo, you got my team on. You got San Fran. Yo, what's our record this year?
It's only
Why we, yo, it's why
0-2, right?
Nah, get back up, son. Back up, son. We gotta get you. Yeah, there you go. There you go. What?
You don't need to know.
I don't need to know. Yo, you got my Kansas City colors on too. Are we winning at least?
Come on.
Thank you, Sue. What up, yo? Can you say that one more time? The power of the follow, because that's what he does with this photography right now. He might not be emceeing like a one, but his follow-up game with photography is super ill.
Yeah, man, there's so much power in the follow-up. That's how I got into almost everything. You gotta stay on people's heels. People are so busy they forget they meet 1,000 people a day in this industry, right? So you have to stand out. Don't think it's annoying. I used to think it was annoying. Maybe am I being annoying? No, you're not being annoying. You're being consistent, and that stands out, right? That's like when they tell you when you send stuff to people. I remember when I was working at WBLS. The awkward ones stand out. They would get mail, right? And they would tell me, people would send boxes that were like pink or something real bright. And it would stand out. They're like, what the hell is this on my desk? Let me open this first. You get what I'm saying, like that? So the squeakiest wheel gets the oil. And you have to remember that, right? This game is all about relationships. And you have to build relationships by communicating and staying on top of people.
Absolutely.
So to everybody out there that's whatever it is, field you're in and stuff like that, somebody you want to link with, if you ever see people's stories and they whatever on behind the music and how they got here, I met this person, I ran down at the radio station, I constantly hit them. That's real facts. That shit is not dead. That shit ain't 1999. That shit's still happening. It's still, now it's the way how to approach people. That's true.
Shout to your shirt right there, B. Party like it's 1999.
Yeah.
That was that Prince right there.
Yeah.
Word up.
But you know what's interesting? What she just said. A lot of people. You know how you said it's not 90. That's still happening.
Yeah.
The illusion in the internet and the social media is that that doesn't happen. Seems like it's easier. You just reach out to somebody, DM, it's way more instant. But like you said,
they don't think the footwork is being done anymore.
That DM stuff,
people
man,
actually
down you, boy,
pounding the bricks like they used to, showing up with their demos. People don't think that's happening.
No, that shit is still happening.
It has to happen that way.
Why you think so many? You know how they say, man, this nigga out, bro. This nigga whack as hell, bro. Because I tell people all the time, bro, it's hustle over talent, bro. It's not about how hot you are. You get what I'm saying? It's about how consistent you are, how much you hustling, bro. These niggas this industry's not about talent.
Yeah. I know kids that want to get in it and they sing or dance or whatever they do. And they tell me, oh, I do this, I do that. I'm like, all right, show me something. And I would say 9 times or 8 times out of 10, they freeze. And I'm like, you're not ready? You just told me you rap. You just told me you dance. You told me you sing. But now I'm telling you to say something. You don't know who I know. You don't even know who I am.
What you tell them? You know what you tell them next time? Shyness don't make no money.
I told him you're not ready. I said, you're not prepared? Oh, yeah, nah. I said, wait a minute. So you don't know who I am. You just told me you rap. And I'm telling you to rap. And you tell me you're not ready? So why are you even telling people you rap?
That's deep.
It's instant gratification. It's, yes.
Say that one more time, please. Please say that one more time. Instant what?
Instant gratification. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of, don't get me wrong now. Like, yes, the Instagram, the TikToks and stuff like that, it can lead a person to think that this is all it took. But no, man. You see how, somebody told me this. You want to know how a radio station works? Because it looks easy because you just listen to music all day. Like, damn, these niggas just playing records. That shit easy as shit. You want to know how it works? Somebody told me, take the back off of a boom box. You see all these wires in here? That's how that shit works. There's still, you see these cameras? You see a production crew? You know how it took to set up for this to start? It's still a process.
Still a process.
You get what I'm saying? And people want to skip the struggle part. And you can't do that.
They want to skip the steps.
But that, somebody said, that goes back to the internet. It takes all of the, the creativity as far as out of the imagination of, they just see instant. Everything's instant.
Because that's what they see.
And that's what everything.
But that was TV. That was TV, everything. They only saw the finished product.
That's why documentaries, I think, are so, gratifying for people to see the person's journey.
Absolutely.
Sometimes we knew, like, if you're a child star, we kind of know it. But it's the overnight people who we call overnight people.
Who we call it.
Who jump on and be like, oh, where they come from? We don't know this person wrote this song 4 years ago.
Yep.
And the song now, somebody just now putting the song out.
Yep.
The person will say, yeah, I wrote this song 3-4 years ago.
Yeah,
I didn't even like this song. This wasn't even my favorite song. And you hear stuff like that all the time. I be like, that's crazy.
It's because everybody has a story. Like, it just look good. It's supposed to look like that, right? If I'm making you think this is overnight, then I'm doing my job, all right? But there's still work to do. Like Capella Gray, people think Capella Gray came out of nowhere. Nah, that boy been writing for mad long.
I mean, look at somebody like Young Berg or Joe Budden. Like, we laughed at, well, not we, but people laughed at them for years. They weren't taken seriously until now. You gotta take them serious.
Yeah, I mean, look at the guy that dreamed. That's the one that kind of opened my eyes up when I was younger.
He a beast.
The guy that dreamed, and to me, was just like, this guy, like, to me, like, came out of nowhere, but didn't know all the songs he wrote, and he didn't want to be a singer in front of the camera.
Yeah.
But it was certain songs he said he couldn't get anybody to sing them right.
They didn't know he was a
So he had to sing them himself. And
Yep.
somebody told him. The same thing with Maxwell. They didn't know that was Maxwell's story. Maxwell was ghostwriting for a lot of people. And he never wanted, he said, he didn't think people would accept him because he was different.
Yeah.
Biggie. Jay-Z started out really as a ghostwriter after he wasn't getting it with Jazzo.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He's ghostwriting for these people.
Right.
A lot of people don't realize like how much work these artists put in, and how much like the top artists are writers.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Remember, I was saying that most artists started off writing, like, or I think I said the other way around.
Other way around,
Yeah,
and that's why I have to bring it back because they are writers, and now it's like when your force is so major, when your force is so big, man, I think God like Nah, somebody needs to know who you are.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be like, what's the Brian dude? The one who went against Neo in the verses.
Is that Sean Garrett?
That was Sean Garrett. That was his name. Whatever his name.
He was cooking.
Yo. So it's like.
Oh, no, he was with the Dream.
No, the one who went against Neo. I know what I'm talking.
Neo went on. Neo did a versus.
I didn't know Neo did a versus.
Did. Sean Garrett and the Dream did.
Yeah, Neo didn't do
Neo
versus
ain't
yet.
do versus?
Nah, I don't think so.
Y'all sure?
I don't know. I didn't know Sean. I didn't know the
I'm
Dream
gonna
and
let y'all
Sean
go
Garrett
back.
did one.
I'm gonna let y'all go back and find out if Neo did a versus. Whatever this one guy, and if it was the Dream, it was another guy, and I thought it was against Neo.
Oh, Jonte Austin.
There you go. Somebody I ain't know.
Oh yeah. Jonte Austin definitely
yeah.
So-
got bangers.
Who don't nobody know as the masses.
Right.
Yeah.
But who behind the scenes,
Well, if you know, you know.
that's what I'm saying. But we know Neo.
We didn't know Neo though. That's the thing.
No. I'm talking about when his verses came.
But Neo was a writer.
I'm just
For a long time.
I mean,
but
this is
Neo
the point
started off in the group.
This is
Yeah.
the point I'm saying. This is the point I'm saying. He started off with this, but like other people, when they faded, is they didn't stay consistent. They didn't stay to their passion. They didn't stay true with the way what they were. And Neo was one of the rare gems who said, "Yo, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this," just like a Babyface who was like, "Yo, even though I'm in a group, I'm going to continue doing what I love doing, and I'm going to grow and continue just like how you're doing right now, because you're not just going to stop with the writing. You're getting corporate with it.
Man, I'm trying to be an exec, man.
Talk about it. What is your plan?
I am going to be the next Diddy.
What is your plan with it? Or not is your plan? Tell us what we're about to see.
What I'm doing now?
No, what we're about to see.
What we're about to see?
We're about to see
Well,
because what you're doing now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what she said.
I'm looking at the camera like, what?
Because
That's what she
everyone
was
ain't
like,
seeing it
yeah.
right now because you're doing it already.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's recorded and it might right tonight is live.
Yeah.
But we're gonna see some of the stuff that you've been doing right now later on.
Yeah, it's a lot. Well, right now I have a 14-year-old girl that I'm working with. She's really, really, really dope. And we are, structuring her, put her in a position to be great. She's like a Billie Eilish, Olivia Rodrigo type artist. Really, really dope. I've been working with Soraya a lot. Soraya was on Empire. She started off at Empire. Now she's on BMF as Meech, the mother of Meech's child. She was also just on the main girl on Diddy and Bryson Tiller's new Gotta Move song.
Soraya, that was her name on Empire, right? Is that her real
I don't
name?
know if that was her name on Empire.
She with my man from the Shy, right?
Huh?
She's
Jacob.
she's
Jacob.
Lattimore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to talk
Yeah.
about it.
I just did her last single, which is really dope. So we're working on some more stuff right now. I have a couple of joints that's I'm waiting to come out. That's the only thing. Like, it's just a waiting game with the songwriter stuff because it's not on me. It's on when the artist or when the label, not even the artist, the label and stuff like that when they want to drop it. So I have some joints that's coming out. So I'm excited about. I just found out the other day I have one that's just like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh my God, or whatever like that. So I'm just kind of just waiting. I'm just also I'm doing concert production. So last year I did my first celebrity booking / production type work.
How was that?
And it was dope. I did it with Moneybag Yo. Shout out to Larry.
Ooh, talk about it.
So yeah. So I had I booked him at an event in Miami in November of last year, and they flew me out and stuff like that.
You got flued out.
Yeah, man, it was
Talk
dope.
about it.
It was dope.
Talk
They flew
about
me
it.
out, and it was so crazy because I literally was like doing almost everything. You know what I'm saying? They actually lined me up for a position where like his crew people was just like, yo, like, could you help us with the next events? Like, are you available? Like, if I'm thinking about calling out these days, if you can come on tour, or we're going to be doing da-da-da. So that was really, really dope. Shout out to Bag, and then we became super, super dope after that, super close. What else? I might be bringing back the camps. My last camp was with Jagged Edge. I actually had them come pull up and stuff like that.
Hold up. She just said, can we get married? Got pulled.
Yeah,
First
man,
we
that
talking
was
about
dope.
getting flued out.
That was
Yo,
dope.
Ma, did you hear this?
Jagged Edge.
She just said, first of all, she gonna got flued out.
I might bring it back.
She got flued out. Now they talking about.
Did I hit you or something about the cameraman or somebody?
You did hit me about something. We didn't.
He too
touch
busy
base
for you
again.
too. we happy just to get them in the building.
We on a photography grind like rappers right now.
Yo, I see you.
You got to
I see you, True Lies, getting busy. I ain't know you was gonna show up, but I had more of your pictures next week. If we get the pleasure of having you on the flyest guy on earth, I want to show all the dope. Yo, when I mean True Lies gets busy with them pictures, yo, that New York Fashion Week, you got super busy.
Appreciate it.
You got super busy. Word up. I can't wait to show off next week on what you did. You know what I'm saying? We got she said I got open. Who has open right night there? First of all, the name alone.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that was with Baby's artist.
I don't but you went from Baby's artist to Jagged Edge?
Yeah.
We just want to get married?
Yeah.
Future boo. I want to get married in the future.
That was
it's my future boo. I'm saying it to her.
That was dope, man. So how I try to throw my writing camp, I try to make it different than other people. Like usually when they
is this a normal thing?
Yeah, man. In LA and Atlanta,
see, we don't know this.
They don't do that shit up here in New York.
Exactly. This is why I want you to talk about this.
They for sure do that shit.
We don't know about this. This is a normal thing in Atlanta and LA. Yeah. And they're known for collaborating. Yeah. In New York, Jersey, this tri-state area, we don't know about this.
I was trying to throw one here. I was trying to throw it. Yeah, I was trying to throw one out here on whatever. But see, the difference with mine was that I'm actually having the artists pull up because I'm tired of all that, like, you know, just writing all these records in hopes that it's gonna place. Like, nah, I need that shit to place then and there. You know what I'm saying? So
the structure of the right night is someone comes on that has written something, someone else performs it.
So what I do is I bring So regular camps, how they do it is they gather writers and producers that are talented. They put them together. They either have one room or they have numerous rooms, and they just have them and they hand out beats and stuff like that and just have them write to it, right? Mm-hmm. And they'll give them a list of who's looking or who the specific artist is that they're writing for, so they can try to get more than one record out, you know what I'm saying, in the course of a day or two, right? Mm-hmm. In hopes that this artist is going to cut, right? So Diddy's doing that right now with his Love album that's about to come out, right? Diddy's doing camps in LA. He's doing camps, and the artists are pulling up, right? So I was doing this before Diddy. I did it with...
We're not going to talk about what people in Plainfield was doing before Diddy. We're not going to talk about it. But y'all can see Miss Jones spoke about it. I said it. I said it.
We going to talk about it.
I said it.
We going to talk about it.
I could fight.
I wanted to do my camp differently. People were just throwing camps in hopes of placing with a specific artist.
Can't you see it?
Right?
Whoa. What'd you say?
That's when I did it with Shaolin, right? Shaolin is Polo G's girlfriend or whatever like that. But she's Baby's artist, Little Baby's artist, right? So I'm like, I came up with the idea. I was like, you know what? I know a lot of dope writers, but, people aren't placing like that, and they getting put on the back burner. Man, we bring these artists in. They going to be here, too. They going to see the work. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And if they want to cut then and there, they going to cut then and there. So that's how I did it. Unfortunately, with the Jagged Edge, their schedule got so crazy, right? They were supposed to be there the day of when we was having a camp. We had made it that they came the next day. So the next day, it was just me and my guy and them, and I played them all the records that we did. Or whatever like that, and they loved everyone. Like, it was so dope. It was amazing.
You are so dope. You are so dope. Let's say that right now.
Appreciate it. Man.
You are so dope. You're so major. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, man.
I'm super proud of you.
Thank you.
For real. We gotta end up. We got.
I just feel like my hometown they don't be caring book, man.
Yo.
Like, I don't know why, yo. Like, that's gonna sound, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm popular enough.
Yo.
I always felt like, it's certain individuals.
Come on.
You will be after this interview, though.
That's what I tell.
No, this is real shit.
No.
Like,
but know what I tell people? Come home.
The niggas.
This is home.
The niggas that know. The niggas that
this is home.
Know.
I get the DMs.
No, hold up. Am I home?
Whatever, but I don't feel like I get the love.
Have I ever changed?
Nah.
I'm home.
Nah, that's why we here.
I'm home. That's why we here.
Yeah,
so I'm like, like, look. If anybody in the field know me and we cool or how we be cool, y'all know we home. If we ain't cool how we be cool, I ain't home. BKS1 Radio is home.
Yeah, man, but it's all love
for
at the end
those
of the
who
day.
treat. Let me be clear. For those who treat the real like home. Because sometimes home don't even treat home like it should be home. Even with the established, most talented, put in so much work, BKS1 Radio. It's some people that don't, from home, that don't want to treat home like home. And know what's going to happen? And know what's happening? Just like you had to do, and like they've been doing, and what's going to happen again? They're going to step away from home. And it's going to be people from home, and y'all know what Fat Joe said. I don't have to repeat it, and that you don't have to repeat it either. That's what's going to happen. Get your budget right.
Yo, people
Get your budget right. TJ, let me talk my talk. Get their budget. Cut me off.
I mean, because you saying some shit. You saying some shit right now.
No, because
I was gonna say people don't even know what they be looking at, yo.
They don't. TJ, where were you just last week?
It was at Fashion Week.
Who you were shooting?
Saucy Santana and Coily Ray.
This is BKS1 Radio TV family right here. This is Beards N Baldheads right here.
Yeah, big up to TJ on that. She one of my favorite artists, bruh.
Look.
She one of my favorite Coily Ray. She popping, bro.
Don't ever get it misconstrued. It is such a major factory that comes through this building right here.
Nah, facts.
It's real.
But you know, it's nothing wrong with leaving home to put on home.
But you know what's
it's
so
nothing wrong
though?
with that. But my bad, but this
right?
is the problem.
That's how the move,
this is
right?
the only problem. This is the only problem.
That's how you supposed to
and
move.
And this is what I learned in The Alchemist. Home will look at you like you are not who you are.
Yeah.
And that's when you got to say, oh, I'm about to tax you.
But you know what it is, though? This is my opinion, though. I think we get been kind of brainwashed, bro.
We ain't been brainwashed, man. They confused.
No,
I'm not going to let you finish it, man.
But I'm not going to tax home,
Let me say brainwashed, though. I'm going to say with brainwashed is like, supposedly, and I'm going to use Jeezy, for instance, right? When he came out with, you know what I'm saying, the whole snow movement, and Jay-Z seen how he had Atlanta. So everybody thought that you always got to get your town and your hood on. But, like, for real, for most part, a lot of these artists...
He did get his hood on.
No, that's what I'm saying. But everybody tries to use that formula. But for real, most people are traveling, going from their hometown.
But Jeezy had to do the same thing.
He did, but, like,
he had to travel to New York to sign the Def Jam records.
Right, but when Jay-Z got off the plane and see everybody with the snow T-shirts, everybody thought the formula is, yo, I got to get all my hood fucking with me. Like, this is in the middle 2000s. Because before, in the early 90s,
I feel you on that one. I feel you on that one.
They were definitely pushing that agenda.
No, they was. Sure, and I never needed a whole team. What I'm going to say is,
they were definitely pushing that.
That was. Because that happened with some, shout out to GP. And there's people who was down with Gorilla Pimp. And salute to Gorilla Pimp. I was a Gorilla Pimp fan.
Me too.
Of their movement. And when it didn't happen, some people turned their back on them. Or maybe they might have lost hope. Whatever the case is, shout out to them and their movement. Because that was a formula at one point. Yeah. But there's a formula like, you could do it on your own. My thing is what should not be a formula or what should not be a thing that's conditioning. It's somebody from your hood who got busy. Salute them.
Oh, should the respect. Yeah.
The respect.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Respect.
Yeah.
And when you stop respecting, don't be mad when you get disrespected.
Yeah. But like even when you said the tax, I would never tax anybody from here. I would probably give my hometown probably the cheapest price. Because it's
still gonna be taxed. You about to charge more than $20?
Of course. But what I'm saying is that it's home. Though.
It's gonna be people gonna be like, you charging more than $20.
Yo.
TJ, I can't get a photo shoot for $15.
You can get it for free.
I ain't talking about me, man. You see what I'm saying? I can't afford him. Really afford him. Mm-hmm. I can't. Not my budget right now.
I don't know. I think it's important if you're doing your thing to make it affordable for your hometown.
No.
Jason,
that's great.
To be reasonable.
Yeah.
That's great.
I think it is.
But
that's great.
No,
I'm not saying that. Don't talk what I'm talking. I talk what I talk.
Your name is more important than money.
Yeah.
Your name is.
And your character. You get what I'm saying? Like
Character. Look, I don't have as much money as him right here. That's look. It's you. You know what I'm saying? I don't have enough money.
Real estate mod?
Yo, $500,000 mod. I don't have that money. I don't have that money. But I do have the love. I got the love to have the Soul Survivor Barry in the building. I got the love to have $500,000 mod. I got the love to have Soup on the other side. I got the love to have True Lies, Flies Guy on Earth. I got the love to have Lena Rice, who gets super busy. She's in LA. She's in Atlanta. She is in New York. She is about to be worldwide, global. She already is. 107.5. That was like 20, whatever that number was.
2011.
I probably had a hairline. I did have a hairline. It was a little shaky. It was a little shaky when I had that hairline. But I had it. And you got our respect. You got our love. And you got our support. How can they find you so they can keep supporting?
I appreciate it. I'm super active on my Instagram, which is at Lena Writes. So it's LeanaRytez. Yes, you can find me there. I'm super active. I'm stories, all of that stuff.
Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody following. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. I want to say that. Please share. Please like. Please support. Lena Writes. Please support True Lies. How can they find you? Because they might just think I'm just capping when I'm talking about the pictures. How can they find you?
At True Lies 6 on all platforms.
And it's spelled just like with the number 6.
Yep.
You ain't got to find us. We don't need no troubles. Have no mind. Are you looking for a future boo-boo like me?
Of course. I'm always looking for a future
I think
boo-boo.
I found mine.
You think you found it? Okay.
I think I did. I think she knows it too. Shout out to my barber. Shout out to my stylist. Lena, thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm so glad we were able to make this happen.
Yo, and know what she told me? I'm gonna before we end. Know what she said? She said, yo, what's up? When I'm gonna get this interview? Yo, let's be clear. We're talking about consistency. Yeah. Cause we talk all the time. You know what I'm saying? When we talk, it's never felt like it's been a dull moment. So then she said, when I'm gonna get this? And I'm like, this day. She's like, I might be going. I said, well, this day.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Did she?
You too.
And she killed it.
Y'all both
she killed it. Thank you so much.
Shout
out to everybody on the check-in. Please share. Please like. BCast One Radio TV. We are Beards N Baldheads. See you next week. And thank you, baby. Coming through.